Well, hello there, YouTubers, and welcome back to the show. This is New Way to Do It, and I'm your host, Reese. So, today I have several topics, but they all are related, so I'm going to put them all in this one video. And my first topic of discuss is I have to say is Mr. Roland Martin. Did you see him on his show the other day? How he talked about the doctor that went up to Congress and spoke to Congress, and he called her a buffoon. And the only buffoon I saw was him. He just one of them ones that refused to believe the truth about the drug and what it could do. That he had to call a lady a buffoon and talk about her crying on TV. See, folks, this is when I try to make you see that these folks is not don't stand behind you. And here's Mr. Martin saying if you want to keep it black, the only black station in that keeps it real, he's a damn liar. He don't keep it real either. He's a liar, and his guests are liars. For them to sit there and agree with that nonsense that he was just talking about, why is she? Her word is not worth anything, Mr. Martin. Why is this doctor uh, is wrong about what she say, but you want to believe the other doctors that claim that you got to wear masks and take this vaccine that's coming out? See, you're a part of the establishment. I knew you were. I knew that's why you didn't stand out like a real black man that was really about his people would stand out. That's why you stay in the shadows like you do. You're a jerk, man. You truly are a jerk. Now this lady word don't mean nothing, and she just stood up with 10 other doctors and said the same thing. But you yet and still you want to call her an idiot and a buffoon and all this kind of stuff. You're the idiot and the buffoon, the biggest one I've ever seen. So you're gonna steady continue to push the lie on the people. So let's just skip him, people. For all you people that listen to Roland Martin and believe that BS that he's claiming, tell him to prove it. Tell him to prove it. We don't want to go with no historical data and history. Tell him to prove it right there on his show, since he know what he's talking about. That hydrochloroquine won't work. Tell him to prove it, and I bet he can't. Because just as many doctors he claiming that saying it won't work, you got other doctors saying it will work. Credible doctors. Who was the doctor you listened to? Falsey and Dr. Berg? Is that who you listening to? Because if they're Republicans, why are you listening to them? You jerk. That's all you are, a jerk. You a gat. Ooh, I don't really want to cuss, but you are a jerk. You know. I used to think you was a great man. Now I see you just another buffoon like the rest of them. Another turncoat, backstabbing Uncle Tom. Well, not even Uncle Tom, but Uncle somebody, Uncle Ruckus or some damn body. You're a complete joke. You and that show. I thought you wanted the truth to be said on that show. You won't even let the truth be said in the show. And like I told you before, people, he's so into being a Democrat and the so-called democratic values that he'll perpetuate a lie that he knows is a lie. And I tell him to his face he a lie. You didn't see the doctor's reports? That was just one of the doctors that came up there. Did you watch? And then they pulled the lady video off of YouTube. Can you believe that? So not only is the CDC, YouTube, and the other entities working against us trying to be get well and get back into our normal life, we got you, one of you old Negro turncoats, to sit up there and help perpetuate that crap. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're a damn lie, and all that you spew is a damn lie. Because there is no definitive proof that this virus can't be beat with hydrochloroquine. But you want to say they are and call somebody stupid. You stupid. You jerk. You ass. That's exactly what you are. And I hope that this video can reach you so you can see my face and me calling you face to face ass. But I know you don't care, but that's why I'm calling you one, because you are an ass. You're going to stand there and call that lady names, and she trying to help people. This lady broke down in tears because she see what's going on. But no dumbass Negro like you gonna talk about it. You not for our people, and people quit. You need to quit watching him. If you are black Democrats or whatever you are, you need to stop. You need to stop watching him, because he's another one that's trying to put a nail in our coffin. If he want to wear the mask, let him wear the damn mask. Let him go get the vaccine. But I bet you he won't. Bet you he won't get that vaccine. How much you want to make a bet? And if he do, I want to see him record it. I don't want to hear him talk about it. I want to see him record it because I think he's full of it, just like the rest of them. Now, Dr. Bird. Dr. Bird, you know you're a liar. You know you're a liar. You're going to stand there on Fox and tell them people that there's no definitive proof that hydrochloroquine works, and you got 10 or 11 doctors that stand there telling you that it worked. What are you up to? You trying to kill us too? Because it seems that to me that's exactly what you're trying to do. Why would you allow the CDC? And we know people like you can turn those rulings over from the CDC. So why are you allowing CDC not to sell hydrochloroquine? Because you want to see people die. You're a low down scum of the earth murderer. And for you to sit there with those smiles and tell us about some goddamn drug that Pfizer and all them making, who gives a damn? If we got the stuff that can fix, that can cure the problem, why ain't y'all letting us have it? And I want to say to the president, you need to overrule those people because they're a detriment to our society. These people want to sit down and tell you and let people die, and then turn around and tell you, no, this is not working, but you're using the same thing. So, Mr. President, you need to practice what you preach. If you using it and it's doing good for you, you need to tell them to release that to the people. It's our choice. You gonna try to force this crap down our throat? And if you are, Mr. President, you ain't no better than they are. You taking the cure, but you're not allowing the people to have one. You being a hypocrite too, if that's the case. You know, and for her to stand up there and claim this is one study from Korea, lady, you so full of it. We can see it coming way before you even open your mouth. We just see the crap that spews out your mouth. You're a ridiculous human being, and for you to stand there and tell them people that there's no definitive proof that it works, you're a damn liar. You're a goddamn liar. You and all the people who else spouse that crap. Y'all are only interested in killing people. You're a murderer. And I hope you come to justice very soon. I truly do. Because you don't deserve to stand there in front of us and tell us this kind of crap. You need to be in jail somewhere. Because it's ridiculous. You got these doctors telling you. Got them telling you. But you still going to stand there and say it don't work? And you people so stupid, y'all going to sit there and believe that crap? After you saw all them doctors do what? Stand there and tell you that this stuff works? Y'all gonna be like dumbass Martin and call a lady a buffoon and laugh at her and talk about her? And one other thing, to the guest that's on the Roland Martin show, y'all are despicable. Every last one of you. Well, except for one. I don't know his name, but it's the bald head guy with the glasses. You know, I ain't gonna say he's despicable, but he rides that train occasionally too. I ain't gonna call him totally despicable, but he really ain't no better than the rest of them. But the rest of you are despicable. To stand there and agree with him, it's like you don't have a mind of your own. You want to be on TV that bad? You want to be seen that bad? That you got to stand there and stand with a buffoon and with a liar? Then you ain't no better. And that's all the guests that come on there. If it's not a guest on there that won't disagree with Roland when it comes to this thing, that means you're a sellout. Because he's a sellout. And he's trying to keep our people down just like the rest of them. He not telling you, he want to tell people to wear masks and social distancing, you know, and he probably don't even do it himself. But you fools sit on there on that stage with him and agree with that nonsense? You just as bad. You just as bad. And people shouldn't listen to you either. If you're going to be real and you're going to suggest to people what they should do, have facts in your hand. Don't just spew us some crap that you think you know or some statistic that you believe you know. Have the facts in your hand. What makes his statement, you know, uh, more valuable than a doctor? He ain't no damn doctor. He ain't never went to medical school. So how can he stand there and call somebody a buffoon? Only a buffoon will call somebody a buffoon. And he's a buffoon. Because if he can't understand the science behind that, it's not that hard to understand. And that drug been out for over 65 years. And you got a jerk like him that's going to tell you, oh, well, it don't work. There's no proof it worked. And she's just embarrassed herself. You are an ass. A grade A ass. And somebody need to kick you in your ass. I don't care how tough you think you are. Somebody need to kick you in your ass for saying that what you said. Black people should not even listen to you or watch your show anymore. I used to admire you to a certain degree, but now I can see you ain't nothing but another backstabbing ass coon. That's exactly what you are. Oh, backstabbing ass coon. To say that what you said about that lady. You know, you don't know that lady from dirt. But you gonna call her a buffoon? You a freaking buffoon. And to my last one. Now, there's another doctor that I just saw this morning on either Facebook or Instagram. And this lady pouring her heart out. She got a practice of 8,000 patients, Mr. Roland. And she was trying to get hydrochloroquine for her patients and couldn't get it. CVS told her they wasn't allowed to even sell it to, not even the doctors. This lady had to go make a stink, get people on her side so she could save some people. Because y'all ain't trying to save nobody, Mr. Roland, with your BS you talking about, you know. So she put up a video on YouTube. They pulled it down. So she had to go to another source to explain about the hydrochloroquine and how it actually works. And that's a sin and a shame. Why don't you go? I wish I could have got her name, but I didn't get her name. But I wish I could have got her name. But I'm sure if you look on either Instagram or Facebook, it's on there. It's probably on both of them. Since YouTube want to be like the Nazis, you know, and restrict people from saying anything good, saying anything helpful about the medicines we could take to prevent and cure this virus. No, YouTube, you want to sit there and perpetuate the same crap that they perpetuate, even though you got people on here that's showing you the proof. They're showing you the proof. But you're still pulling them down. So that tells me that you're working with, you know, I guess the alt left. I don't know who you're working with, but it just seems to me that you're not for the people either. Because if you were for the people, you would let this stuff come and let this stuff out unless the government is on you. And if the government is on you, tell on them. Expose them. Don't just run and fall in line to everything they say. Excuse me, something in my eye. You know, it's truly a shame that you people will hide the truth from the common people just to get money and push drugs. You know, you'll see rather see people die than be healed, and there's no excuse for that. From YouTube, from Roland Martin, and from Miss Bird and Dr. Fauci. There's no need. There's no reason for that. For you to pull down these people videos. These are legitimate people that didn't spend their lives healing people. But you get some jerk ass along with Roland, like Roland, and come along and tell and just say to the people, well, she's the buffoon, she's a lie. And you mean tell me you folks swallowing that crap up? None of you doing research for yourself? You just sitting around waiting on this vaccine? Well, I hope, like I said, I hope you, Mr. Roland Martin, have a show, and you need to be the first one to take the vaccine. Do that, Mr. Jackass. Prove us all that you have confidence in these people in healing you. But I know what you was gonna say. I ain't got COVID. What I gotta take a vaccine for? Well, it's to prevent, ain't it? It's to prevent it, so you won't catch it from people like me that may put spittle all over you, or droplets on your furniture from talking. And you hear what the crazy bra said, from talking, singing, or breathing. So that means you need to walk around and don't say nothing. And if you do, you got to have some kind of protection because your spittle and droplets may infect somebody. Now, if you folks believe that, you're sick in the head. You are truly sick in the head. It's harder to catch a cold. I mean, easier to catch a cold than what they saying. It's easier to have the flu than what they saying. But no, you get some old crackpot ass Negro that sit up there and gonna try to tell somebody like he got a medical fucking degree, you know. Yeah, he got a degree in idiocy. That's what his degree is in. Or he may know a lot about politics and kissing up to the Democrats kissing their ass, you know. But you don't know, you don't have no medical degree. You ain't went to medical school. And who are you to doubt these people? Huh? Who are you to doubt these people, you jerk ass? Because that's all you are. You, Dr. Bird, Dr. Fauci, and all the people that's doing this to these doctors, that's making them feel like they can't speak up to try to help the people. So that tells me about you, Mr. Roland. It tells me that you ain't nothing but a sellout. You ain't nothing but a sellout. And you using that show to sell us out. And for all you black Democrats that think that this fool is telling you the truth, I hope you wake up. I hope you wake up before you put that needle in your arm. Because people like him ought to be the first one that's lining up for the needle, since he think everybody is a buffoon. He should be the first one. It just ticks me off with people like that. Now you got all these credible doctors. But no, they all don't know. None of them know what they're talking about. They done did clinical tests and everything. And then you get Miss Birds to sit up there and say, well, it can vary from state to state. Bitch, you crazy. And I mean what I say. And you two want to pull this video down, I don't give a shit. They can pull it down. Because that bitch is crazy. To stand up there and say some crap like that. Like we all not breathing in. There is no state to state difference. If the disease affects you in the same way as affect me, how's there a difference? Somebody explain to me. How's there a difference from state to state? You're a human being, right? So what, in this state they got alligators and in that state they got crocodiles? What the hell is you talking about, lady? You talk around and people talk around in circles and you act like the common people don't understand, but we understand. Or if not, we got people like me that can explain the BS that these people are spewing out. And like I said before, Mr. President, if you're standing around and allowing this, you're just as bad as they are. You notice the day after the lady spoke in Congress, here come Pelosi talking about masks. Now this old tired, wrinkled up ass, prune looking wench ain't never wore no mask for then. When COVID first came out, what's she out there? She out there in Chinatown, kissing their ass, telling them, hey, well, you know, we got to get more people into Chinatown because, you know, hey, this can't affect China. She don't give a flying flavor about Chinese people, black people, or anybody else. It's like I told you before. These people are just up to moving up in their careers. And since they got that power, they can spruce around, you know, like old rotten chickens, because that's what a lot of them look like, you know, and pass these dumbass laws that don't do anybody any good. And then you Republicans and you Democrats, y'all sit around and accept that shit and then try to make sense of it. That's the bad part about it. Y'all try to make sense of this BS that they be spewing out instead of just confronting and telling them, hey, what? Explain it in real terms. Not give me no abouts and no roundabouts and no surveys and shit. Give us real proof. They ain't did that yet. But you got people over here that's trying to do it, and they shutting them down. So if you got common sense, what did that make you think? Smart people. Let's hear that one, Mr. Roland Jerk-Ass Martin. Let's hear that one. You so intelligent. You so smart. Let's hear from your smart panel guests that kiss your ass to be on your show. Yeah, that's what I said. I said y'all kiss his ass to be on this show. Because if you wasn't trying to kiss his ass to be on that show, you would disagree with the nonsense that he's talking about. Well, that's the end of my rant. This one actually really made me mad, folks, because you could see it's like I told you before. They're trying to kill you, and y'all sitting up there listening to these fools, and you got good people that's trying to help you, and they turn them into a joke, all for their own agenda. And if you people believe in this BS that Roland Martin and people like him that what they're saying, it makes you just as big of a fool as he is. And I know I see that McCain done died. Not McCain. Kane. What was his name? First name? Henry or something like that. He died. Oh yeah, COVID killed him. He died from COVID. He got the symptoms and he died. Yeah, right. We gonna see any medical records? I'm just asking. Is somebody gonna prove that he died from COVID? Could just died of old age. But are we gonna get any proof, any medical proof, except for what some jerk says on his show and what's reported in the news? How we know it's real? Where's the proof? But I guess for people like you, Mr. Martin, you don't need no proof. I guess you clap because the man died and it made you right in some kind of way, right? Right? It made you right. Well, then why didn't everybody else get it? You gonna get the excuse that he was an old man and he was more susceptible to it? I'm an old man. I ain't as old as he was, but I'm an older man. I'm older than you. I ain't got no symptoms. Hmm. I wonder what your answer for that one is. I don't wear no mask. Only distancing I do is when I'm at home by myself. Other than that, I'm around people all the time. You see, folks, they will sell you a lie just to make money off of you or to get you to go their way on certain things. He'll tell you anything because they want Biden in office, which truly is the biggest buffoon, you know, in Washington. I was trying to make it a little better than that, but he's one of the biggest buffoons in Washington. You know, if you watch the man ads or anything, he can't even remember half the stuff he say. But y'all want him to be the president, and you want Kamala Harris to be the vice president. Give me a freaking break. A person that prosecuted black folks on a regular, used them for labor, and stood against a man from getting out of jail that was wrongly convicted. Y'all want her as vice president? Well, good luck with that. Good damn luck with that. Because if you get it, you deserve it. You truly deserve it. So that's the end of my rant, folks. Please subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, give me a like, and share. And until the next video,